What's up, everybody? You're tuned into the new Del C show, and I'm your host, Del C. Everything feel like it's gone from bad to worse. Okay, you got the Latino going at black people. You got Africans going at black people. You got Jamaicans coming for black people. I'm looking at two videos right on TikTok on a Sunday. So much hate is being spreaded. You know, the Bible talked about this whole race war thing, but it's not what we thought about white and black people going against each other. No, it's going to be a lot of group of people coming at us. And there's some people saying that we don't know who we are as black people. A lot of us pretending to be Native Americans, but are not Native Americans. It's just a lot. They're saying that we don't know who we are. In some cases, we don't. Some of us are not educated. And you got to look at it like this. We, as black Americans, went through a lot in this country. A lot was taken away from us. A lot was stolen from us. Our innocence. Because while we were taking care of their babies, they was killing our babies. While we was trying to survive, they were lynching us, eating us. Yeah, you heard right. A lot of us saying we're not Africans. We are black Americans. And some people, like I said, are saying we're pretending to be indigenous. We're pretending to be indigenous. We don't know who we are. That we have a problem with the Native Americans. I'm going to tell you like this. I've never had problems with Native Americans. They said that this is their land. They were here first. I've never argued that, never once. So I don't know what black people that they are dealing with. But it's not over here. We acknowledge what the Indians went through. There's one guy said he made peace with the white man after what they did, to them. That's fine. So my thing is for us as black Americans to focus on black Americans. And there's nothing against anybody else, but right now, that's the focus. This is enough for me to spread hate. I seen like this video where there's a lot of anger, and I understand where this lady's anger is coming from and some of the guys' anger is coming from in this country, because through our struggle, a lot of people have benefited from that. Other people coming from other, countries or whatever. Now, one thing I won't say is that slavery doesn't exist. I don't know who said that. Black people were enslaved. Do I still feel like we're slaves now? There was one thing that this guy said, this Native American said, that I didn't like. And it's like, okay, I've never said that. I wasn't one of those people that said that, yeah, we know this is your land. We know most of us know that this is the Native Americans' land. I will never take that from you. But see, we're going to get into some disagreements about a lot of things. Because whether you were first here, don't mean you was first everywhere. I don't pretend to be Indian, because I know a lot of black people say, yeah, I got a lot of Indian in me. No, as far as I know, I'm black. I'm not from Nigeria. I'm not from any of those places. I'm here. And no disrespect to Africa. No disrespect to people in Haiti. No disrespect to people in Jamaica and all over the world. That's not where I'm coming from. But you got to understand everybody's anger right now. I'm seeing a whole lot of separate TikTok videos where people are very upset. And I just seen this disturbing one on this Native American guy that I did not appreciate. I don't know what black people he was there. I'm not seeing some of the clips of some black people saying stuff that are not true because it's probably what they were taught. And yes, I was taught that I have, Indian in my family. And I never questioned that, but I know that I am a black American and that's who I stand on. I don't try to be African American. I don't try to be Native American. I don't try to be an Indian. I know that I'm a black man. I've been a black man for 52 years and I'm proud to be black. So I'm not one of those cowards and I don't know what type of people. And I just, send my message to this guy. I don't know what type of black Americans you've been dealing with. But I do not claim to be something that I'm not. Never claim to be, and I've heard a lot of black people they have said this. I'm a Native American. I'm a Native American. I heard some people say, as I told you the story, we were misinformed as kids. Now, when you grow up and you do your research and you talk to people that actually really know something, then you won't say, I'm going to go back to, that whole thing I told you. I was going back to my roots of Africa. And everybody, they do these tests. And this is when the native guy was clowning this young black boy. Because at first he was a 80% African. And then when he went and did the test again, it was 100%. Now these things, I don't know how, I've never done one of those. So I really don't know. So I'm not even going to get into that. My only thing would to be to challenge that is for me to do that myself. And you got to pay money for that, to do these ancestry things or whatever. But I'm just going to say for all of us to get educated. But the race war is not going to be what you think it is. And see, this situation right here, and I want to talk about the Nicki Minaj situation again. The situation that she has put black Americans in this country because she decided that she would go support Donald Trump. To my Trinidad people, can you please, somebody talk some sense into this woman? But we know what it's about. We know why she's kissing Trump's behind. It's because both of her family members, which is her husband, which is her brother, have charges on them that are very serious. And she is not legal to be in this. None of them. She's not legal to be in this country, by the way. So she's kissing up to Trump with that. The same thing that you people are claiming that you're against is what this person is. Into all the Nicki Minaj, Barbs, or whatever. Y'all need to wake up. She don't care about you. She never did. She never did. She used y'all. Look what she's doing now. Y'all don't even exist to her right now. If I was y'all, I would unfollow her. I would not listen to her music anymore. I would not, because guess what? We can get past that part like, oh, I'm like, you can act like what she's doing now doesn't exist. You're just going to continue listening to her music. Then what is that really saying about you? That means you don't care about yourself, because she doesn't care about you. She does not care about you. This is what y'all got to realize. But we just got to pray, man. We got to pray and we got to go out there and do what we have to do to contribute to doing whatever. But this is one thing I want to address that this one person had on their TikTok, is that black people support ICE. That is not true. Maybe the black people over there support that, but the black person here, we do not support ICE. there was a black man that was killed, an innocent black man that was killed. So they're coming for us. So why would you support um, somebody that's against us? Now, as far as us jumping into there, jumping and sticking our nose in there, no, no. This, if they're coming after the Latinos, they're coming after these group of people that were never there for some. Some of you were not there for us, and now you want us to join you in this fight. Speak that unity all the time. Those don't speak it when they're coming at you, because we've been there for everybody. We've been there for the Asians when that guy shot up this nail salon or whatever, and he killed people in there. We supported the Asians, the Mexicans. We supported everybody. We supported everybody in their struggle. Now, going back to the native guy that was saying that the Native Americans helped the black people, I won't deny that. But I believe that we should have helped each other more. We should have helped each other more because we didn't have a problem with y'all. I don't know why this guy is coming at us the way he is now, because the wrong black people came on his platform and talking mess that they don't know about. But if you talk to some of us that actually know our history, then we can challenge you in the right way. We can have this conversation, decent conversation, without insulting people. Because I asked them, don't, please. I've never insulted Native Americans, so please don't insult us. I don't know what those other black people said. All of us black people are not the same, just like all you Native Americans are not the same, or Hispanics is not the same, or Asians is not the same, or white people is not the same, thank God, because we would be in a lot more trouble. White supremacists exist. And yes, our beef has always, for us, for our people here, our beef has always been against white people. But see, there's another anger going on, and I understand where Black America is coming from, because I've heard it that people from Haiti or Africa or Jamaica come here and they try to insult the black people, not knowing the history. See, it's important when you go, because I don't go to Haiti, I don't go to none of those places. When you come somewhere, make sure that you know what you're talking about, know the history of the country. Black people have been dealing with a lot. And I don't know who said to this native guy that slavery doesn't never exist. Slavery is going on right now. He's right. We work for white people. He's right. He's right when he says that, but not all of us. Some of us are millionaires. They choose to still work with the white man, because if I had that kind of money, I would not be working for the white man. But I do, unfortunately. And he said some things that are true, and he said some things I did not like. You know what I mean? And I don't want to argue with him. I don't want to argue with anybody. The old me would have been ready to whatever, but that's not who I am. And I know I've never wanted to be somebody else but who I am. So I don't know about those other black people that want to say they're native or want to say they're whatever, but I know I'm a black American. I know that I am black. And the American part, me and him probably would have an argument about, because he would say he's first there. And I would say, you're right. You were first there, but we were also there too. So that would be an argument. You just said you saved me. So you know that we were around just as long as you were. But we ain't never claimed to be the owners of America. But we were here. We were here, but we never claimed to be the owners of it. You were here first. You can have that. My family has never took that away from the Native and the Indian Americans. We've never took that away from y'all. We talked about how you were treated bad, but we know that we were treated even worse. And you said it yourself. We were. And yes, our revenge is to go against the white man. They owe us. And like you said it yourself, that they owed us. I always hate saying this word, but I'm just saying they owe us. I'm gonna say it like this: they owe us what they owe us, They owe us money. It's not something we're begging for. It's something that they owed our ancestors. And I think I covered just about everything that I needed to cover. But you know what I say at the end of the show, y'all? Stay blessed, stay positive. Remember to always let your loved ones know you love them, because tomorrow's not promised to no man, woman, or child. On that note, I want to say peace out, y'all. Everybody, no matter who you are, you could have disagreements, you could have whatever, but there's no need for violence. No need for violence. No need to insult. Let's have an understanding. All I heard is a lot of anger and a lot of that gets us nowhere. That gets us nowhere. That just makes dead bodies on your side, dead bodies on my side. And yes, as Alien said, man, we need to live in peace. We need to live in peace. We all have differences. We all have, listen, there's, I don't know what God y'all believe. But one day we're going to get it. We all going to get it, and we all going to realize that we are one. But until then, we're always going to have these race wars. We're always going to have these problems amongst each other. And as I said the other day, life is too short. I went to a woman's funeral that was 100 years old. She lived a full life. They said nothing but good things about her because she enjoyed her life while she was here. And she knew when it was time for her to go home. Just like my great aunt, when she left at 101 or 102, she had a full life. She lived a life. We miss her. We're going to miss those people, but they had to move on. We're not always going to be here. So why not live in peace and say rest in peace? Now, why not live in peace, as some people say? Why do I have to die before I can have peace? I don't want to fight no Native American. I don't want to fight no Latinos. I don't want to fight my black people. I don't want to fight Africans. I don't want to fight Haitians. I don't want to fight Jamaicans. Nobody, man. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, man. We got to stop, man. We got to study. At some point in our life, we got to stop. This is what this guys in the White House created some of this problem. And the problems were always there, but it's just, you teach hate. Like, I don't want to teach hate. I want everybody to know who they are. We know who they are, and then we move on. We don't always have to get along. But why do we have to have wars? Why do we have to fight? Why do we have to battle? That's all I'm saying, man. I'm choosing peace in my life. So if you're going to do anything negative, please go the other way. Please go in the other direction. That's anybody. I want my peace, and I want my peace for my family and my friends. But if anybody want to think negative and want to whatever, go over there. Go on the other side. That's all I got to say, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.